What's up, guys? It's Kyle from Newell Strength. Shooting the film today out of my kitchen. So it's a nice breeze going through here and a little bit of sunlight, so I kind of like that. But again, it's Kyle from Newell Strength. This week's knee video, because I've been getting even more calls. It seems, I don't know, there's just, it seems like there's an explosion of patellar tendon ruptures around the world. Literally, from people around the world. But in other knee injuries that we've been dealing with too over at the gym. So one of the things I wanted to talk about today, because Armando down from Texas has been shooting me some emails, but there's kind of two sides to this, right? So we'll use some brain science and we'll use the actual literal part that I first heard. So when I first did my left patellar tendon rupture a little over 3 years ago now, one of the first people I called was Louis Simmons. He was an awesome guy. He's one of the best strength coaches in the world. He's always been very kind to me and taking his time with me. But even before I went into that first surgery, he said, Kyle, you could have full range of motion. You could have no pain, after, you go through the process of recovery. He said, but you're not truly healed until you have no fear of re-injury. And that's why I played basketball 6 months after the first knee injury. Literally 6 months after surgery, I was on a basketball court. I played in 3 games in my men's league. Not a smart move. The leg kept swelling up. I had to get it drained. It just wasn't ready. But I did that for mental reasons, to show myself I'm not scared. This can happen again, and I have no fear if it happened again. And ironically, throughout the next couple of years, I told Devin, I said, if it happens again, it's not a big deal. I knew the stats were likely that I would do it again. And then when my right knee went 6 months ago, playing basketball again, I had no fear. I still have no fear of doing it, when I'm squatting or doing anything in the gym. There's absolutely zero fear of getting hurt with my knee again. Now, I just have to be wise and decide, is it the smartest thing to do? We have our firstborn, we have our first expected, I don't even know what I was trying to say there, but our first expected child coming in September. And I have the business and whatnot, and I have other people that depend on me in life. So it would just be stupid at this point to go out and play again, but it has nothing to do with fear. So I've had people say, should I stop playing soccer? No. You have to get back out there and play. Prove to yourself you're not scared, and then you can stop if you want, if it's not a smart decision, okay? So with that too, if we look at the brain, you can actually change the physiology of the messages that your body parts are getting by your thought patterns. And I wrote an article about this with the first knee injury when I was really rehabbing it hard every day in the pool. But I literally would picture myself as Superman, and I would meditate with this track. I had a healing track, and I would just picture the superhuman healing ability. And I was sending the message, and I really believe that helped. And some people thought it was silly, but I don't care, because I've recovered faster than anybody I know with the severity of this knee injury, both times. But there's a part of your brain, in the mammalian part of your brain, the anterior cingulate cortex, okay? It's the same region that lights up whether it's emotional pain or physical pain. And if we're stressing about this or there's something else going on, it'll send signals to that area that will keep it, in pain. It could cause inflammation. I've seen some weird stuff with this, but a lot of it's up here, okay? So you got to be careful the story you tell yourself, and you got to do whatever you can to get the mental game right to actually be over this injury. All right, so for me too, part of that was doing my 2 bodybuilding shows last year, kind of say F you to this injury. Even though it was a great thing, both times it was a blessing with all the stuff I learned and all the people I've met. But your mindset has a lot to do with what's going to happen with recovery. All right, so if you have any questions, definitely hit me up. As I told you, Volume 2 of the Patellar Tendon Rupture Manual will be coming out by the end of June. I hope to have copies of it printed by then. It's going to be even simpler, but cut to the bone, very effective. You get my whole protocol and some other cool stuff in there of how to recover from, patellar tendon rupture. And with that, there will be ACL injuries. We deal with all that stuff at the gym. So again, definitely rely on me as a resource. I'm here to help you. Peace.